Hello there. I thought it'd be useful just to throw a quick video together just to demonstrate how to write these formally in Excel and of course how to get the function in and working. So in front of me here I've got a quick Excel session, Excel 2003, but it'll work fine in 2007 or 2010. And I just zoomed in on the worksheet a little stronger just to make it a little easier to read some things. So the first thing we do is if we had the formula which was as if you were vocalizing the calculation. So we took our hour, times it by 2, and factored in if we were before or after the half hour. So to do this in Excel, I'm just going to generate some dates and times. So I just use the now function there. Obviously you may well have a list of dates and times already, in which case obviously don't write that. So the function, first thing I'm going to take the hour. Now the hour is a function itself and it requires you to pass in a serial number to it. The serial number in this case is just the date and time. The reason it says serial number is Excel stores all these values behind the scenes as one serial number rather than the date and time format we see here. So I give it that, and then I say if, and now if function is going to require 3 inputs, well, 3 variables. So the first thing is I tell it the if test. So if the minute is another time function, again, serial number, so we tell it where that is, and say if that is greater than 30, greater than or equal to 30, then I know it's 1 if it's true, and false is 0. So and I just want to make this times by 2. Oh, and it's the bracket at the end. So all we're doing there is we're just saying hour of A1 times by 2, plus if the minute of A1 is greater than 30, pop a 1 into my half hour number. If not, put 0. So the second function, I'm just going to get another now, because it's easy, is going to say, okay, we're going to mix up that concept. So I'm going to say if the minute, I'm going to make it equals first, minute of this serial number, so is greater than or equal to be 30. You can see I'm recording this straight to tape, as it were, so all my mistakes coming out in the cold light today. I'm going to say my hour, so if it's greater than 30, I want the hour of this number. I want to add on an extra half an hour, and then I want to times that by 2. And then if it's not greater than 30, greater than equal to 30, I simply want the hour of that, and I'll times that by 2. And again, I get 37, as you'd expect. Now I could say, or I should say, of course, that these formulae, just like any expression, you can move the terms around as long as the expression holds. So I could take this times by 2 and put it out here if I wanted to. Yeah, that's entirely up to you. So those are the two examples I give in the page. Now, again, all these things we could look at maybe using a floor or a ceiling. There are 2 other Excel functions. You can mix and match these as much as you want. However, my preferred route to do this, as I mentioned in the article, as soon as you start adding formulas into formulas, you get these monstrous creations. This example is a good one where writing a function will help us to speed up this process. So I'm just going to load up the Excel window. Give me 2 seconds. That's Alt and F11. This is going to pop up here. And we get something that looks a little like this. Now I've already populated the function into the window, and if I just break it down for you, so we have defining it as a public function. The name of it is HH period, half hour period, and we're giving it an optional date variant, and we want to return an integer. So what we're saying is, if this function is called HH period, into it, you can give it a date should you wish, and from the output, I want you to return a number, a whole number in this case as an integer. So I want an if expression. So I say if you're missing a date, then simply round time. Time is equivalent of now. It returns just the time, the current time of now, rather than the date and time. Times that by 48 and round it to 0. So that's going to take the current time as the hour and proceed that operation. If you are not missing a date, so that's if the user's provided date into the function, then simply round this time value, the same expression essentially, but using rather than time for the current time, derive the time from the date you provided. End the if, because that's all we want to do. We've got two options, either the user's given a date, the user hasn't given a date, and then we end the function, as simple as that. Now to call the function, once again go now, and I'll say it was HH period, open bracket, select it, and return. There we go. So you'll see that the function itself simply exists much as if you did a sum or an average, whatever it might be. The function appears just as this. We give it the one argument, that being its date, or the date time, and then it returns that. If for whatever reason we didn't give it a date, so let's go HH period, then we'd still get 37, because rather than using the date that's here, or rather the date we provided, it just returns the current system date. It uses that in its place. So if I wanted to say, let's say 01 2012 and 0345, and I then make that the period, then that happened to be period 8. And that is as simple as